This is Imei with your Little China Girl YouTube channel, and I thought I would do something different this time. I have a video clip with no audio, so I'm going to tell you what is in the dancer's head for what you're going to be seeing in just a little bit. I'm going to come out to a piece of music called Faddah, which means silver. It's on the Hossam Ramzy album of the same name, Faddah. And I've got a pair of Isis wings here made from the gal out in New York City who does the best Isis wings. You can just look that up, Isis wings, New York City, and you will get her. And the beginning of the music basically has kind of a marching beat of so you can see my feet are actually moving exactly to that beat. And there's going to come up a little bit here in just a second as I throw away the veil here. So you see a little chin lift there to emphasize that piece of the music. There it repeats again. Wind up and so these are repeated parts that are just punctuated with different parts of your body, throwing it away. Here's the chewy part. So use that melody right there to juice it and also connect with your audience. So here I'm going to make my way closer to the audience, a couple turns. So here you want to do some hip circles, something to juice those kind of quirky moments. And then here I'm taking off because the music's picking up in speed. Here we're jumping forward to a clip, a little bit further along in the music. It's more juicy, so you're going to see more of those hip drops, more of those full circles, dipping down, taking your time. Try not to rush is what my choreographer of this specific piece of music, when I originally was introduced to it, would tell me to do. Here's some punctuation. Bump, bump, dun. Put the shimmies in the middle. She'd always say, put some contrast, a nice punctuation followed by something soft, and try not to shimmy your whole way through it. You don't want to give it all away. There's some little hip bumps. Now I'm going to get closer to the audience as the music is picking up. And there's not a whole lot going on music-wise. It's repeating. It's nice and fast, so I'm just going to get up there, right up to my audience. Put some spins and turns in there. And music's still repeating at this point, so if you're actually listening to it at home, here's where we've got some little shimmies going on there. So you're going to hear in the music, da 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 da, da 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 da. And that's a great place to put some little shimmies in there, taking it up to the top and down below. And for some nice contrast, I'm going to be putting in some arm movement in just a moment. And you're going to see one little thing I would change if I could after these head to hand motions. I didn't really complete one of the arm reaches, and you're going to see in just a second. So remember that extension. Here's that money move from Sedona. And instead of going off into what would be more traditional for this piece, I decided to put sword in here. I made this rather prop-heavy routine. That's because this section was actually fairly short. And it just allowed me to kind of throw that in there without having to do a full sword routine for the entire 10 minutes. There's a drum solo that follows this that is not a part of this recording. So I had to choose what I wanted in here. Next, I'm going to be picking up a cane for the Roxasia section because this is all Saidi. Why not put cane in there? I haven't seen too many people actually do this. They'll actually just dance a Saidi without cane, which is fine. Nice little hip bump. Whack. Whack. da 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 da. So you have some options there of going with that beat there. Head to hand to head here, and going all the way around the cane the first time. And now the cane behind the back for some contrast. Whack, whack. And one foot and hip bumping around to get you around the circle. And then some nice little springy Saidi jumps, nice and earthy. And now I'm going to be preparing to get rid of that cane because the music is changing. So here I'm just using different aspects of my body to emphasize this. Here's a move from Bollywood actually that I took. Now the music is about to slow down, so I'm going to get rid of that cane, move it out of the way, pick up the veil again, and now we go back into the original refrain of the music. And so you can do some nice sandstorm movements with that veil and barrel moves to open it up. Here, if I could change it a little bit, maybe I would have juiced my veil a little bit more. But So I would always say, don't be afraid to repeat things with intention, because by now my audience is very familiar with this piece of music, though they may have never heard it in their life before. Shimmies, so we're repeating again, getting towards the very end. You think that I'm basically going to repeat the end, but it is going into its final finale. So I'm going to throw out a couple little veil moves. You saw that overhead throw. And going towards the stage, sandstorm to each side for the emphasis. And then I'm going to end with spins in one direction and spins in the other to get rid of the veil. So it's a nice little way of pitching it. You can put it in one hand and toss and done. Hope you enjoyed this and got something out of how to interpret belly dance music. I'm Imei with your little China girl. Thanks for watching.